Hey everyone, welcome. I appreciate you joining the live stream. I'll give a couple of seconds for people to join, but we're here with Kyle from Chia Decentral, which is a big player in the Chia space right now. So super excited to have you on. I'll give you a
Hey,
moment just to introduce yourself and what you do and everything.
yeah, definitely. I'm Kyle. I started Chia Decentral I guess a couple months ago now with my partner, probably the more famous of the two of us, Storage JM. Just wanted a place to kind of track his guides and all the cool help that he was providing to the community, and it's kind of turned into something a little bit more than that. It's really kind of trailed the Netspace growth, and I'm sure the growth you guys have all seen on YouTube, and it's just following the interest of Chia has just been amazing, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's definitely a little insane. I mean, I started making these videos and I started focusing on some Chia content, and the views just went through the roof. I didn't even have to force it like all my other content, so it's good to see that. um, yeah, your guides are great. I've used them for a lot of my plotting, and I appreciate all the work you guys are doing. I think you're helping everyone in this community, and it's really exciting to see what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Our
What,
most famous is definitely this little guy, the Intel Nuck. JM told the story last night, kind of on our live stream, but that has just been, I think, kind of the de facto Chia plotting device now. You can pick one up for $500 on Amazon, pop a couple DRAM in there, and you're off to the races. But yeah, I think it was your first Chia plotting video was what did you release that, like right around mainnet time or a couple weeks before?
yeah, yeah, it was really early. I could get the exact date, but I don't know off the top of my head.
We just
But I
that
sorry,
we
go ahead.
saw that. No, we saw that and just absolutely loved what you had put out. I was just like, oh man, this guy's just going to absolutely kill, just like wholesome crypto content, and it was just kind of excited to have you on board with Chia.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I remember when I first launched the video, everyone was sharing it in the Keybase and stuff, and every time I'd scroll, I'd see my video, and it'd kind of be like, "Oh, that's weird. That's kind of cool though." Yeah, I posted the initial March 4th, and then I kind of left it there. It didn't really catch any views, and then it just started picking up, and I dropped the complete build video a month later on April 3rd.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I wouldn't consider my. Sorry about that. I think there's kind of a delay between us, so I'll give you a second.
oh no, you're good. I was gonna say it's it's cool when Gene and Bram and Straya, those guys are sharing it through the chat and say that they're watching and just loving your content internally.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself an expert by any means, but I think I might have that perfect skill of making it accessible to a lot of people. And I think that's exactly what you guys are doing as well, but at an even deeper level with your guides. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Chia Decentral, I mean, I've shared them in a few of my videos, but you need to check them out.
Yeah, just a little bit about kind of what we're doing. Our real number one goal is to just, it started out helping plotting and farming, but our number one goal is to increase adoption and build a community around Chia. Uh, I've been floating around the Keybase for probably since around December now, and it's really just incredible, the community that Gene and Bram and team have built. There's just been so many interesting, smart, ambitious people that are really looking to find the next great crypto project to become, global payment settlements and do something outside of what Ethereum and Bitcoin are working on now. And we are just excited to kind of be on the ground floor and see where our guides and some of the community building stuff we're doing is going to take us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to see. I want to know, for one, if the Netspace growth is going to continue at the rate. Hopefully, your traffic grows at the same rate.
Yeah, that's what we're all looking at. The Netspace growth, we've talked about it before. We probably, it's just so hard to say now. The node count is still growing exponentially. The net space is still growing exponentially. We were originally predicting 3 to 4 exabytes before we may see it tail off, before that kind of retail hard drive storage, not shortage, I would just say supply chain.
Yeah.
Kind of flattened everything out. But yeah, this could go, we've been making what we think are bold predictions for what Chia is going to do, and we've been underestimating it by about 10x every time. So we have no idea where we're going.
Yeah, in regards to the hard drive shortage, where do you see that now? I mean, the way I understand it is, we may have emptied the shelves of the Amazon warehouses, but there's still a lot of drives out there to be bought.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of people don't quite know yet about how the hard drive storage world works. When you see a big mature industry that is just on a massive scale, and there are differentiators between SSDs and hard drives, but a standard hard drive is kind of a commodity product right now, and seeing just having 1.2 zettabytes planned to ship this year. That's 1,200 exabytes, and
it's crazy.
It's, about 120 of that is going to be for the retail market. And Chia right now is 1.5 exabytes. It's not even a blip on it's a percent of the retail market, not even the whole hard drive market. So Chia just has its growth opportunities are massive.
Those are some good thoughts. Did you manage to make the announcement live stream earlier from Chia?
We did.
And what were your thoughts?
I was able to watch it as we were kind of doing some things with our personal farm, but I was in and out.
Yeah. What were your overall thoughts? Are you liking the way the project's going and the plans with pooling? And just want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, the pooling is the hottest topic in Chia right now.
Yeah.
I certainly feel for the farmers that have dedicated time and resources to plotting 1 to 20 to even 100 terabytes and aren't immediately seeing their rewards. They kind of feel like the Netspace is getting away from them, and that they're not able to keep up. And what I would kind of say to that is that might be the wrong way to think about the project, that you have to keep up with the Netspace, that just because your time to win keeps going up, that you're somehow falling behind and never going to win Chia. I think the way the project is going is it really is trying to be a green solution to proof of work. And where we are now is in a massive arms race to get as much easy Chia as you can. So people are buying dedicated hard drives, they're buying dedicated SSDs, they're buying computers to plot and farm as much as they can. And I just think there's going to be a point in time, if we're looking at 50 to 75 exabytes, where it's just not going to be profitable to build a $1.2 million farm, or for your average farmer to go drop $6,000 on computer hardware to farm. And when we get to that point, we're really going to see the plotting start going to that over-provisioned space that the Chia team has talked about. And once we hit that inflection point, you're really going to see the green aspect of Chia shine, of recycling existing hardware that's already out in the world. And when their cost basis to plot and farm on that is effectively zero, that's going to push all of the big farmers and data center type plotters that are buying dedicated hardware today, which may be profitable today and probably likely will be for the next few months. That's not going to be profitable forever. And the team has yeah.
No, I totally I understand where you're going with that. I mean, seeing the rewards go down each day. I mean, we've just been on mainnet for a very short period of time. It could get to the point where, who knows, maybe what I have now, well, it'll take a month to win. And it just wouldn't make sense to buy tons and tons of hardware to do it. I don't know though. I'm not good with price speculating and assuming the future, but I think there's a lot of storage out there that's not being used.
And what we are going to see is when pooling does become available, which is going to be likely in the next month, we'll call it. It will be very profitable when you compare it to buying a GPU miner to go mine Ethereum. I think if the initial price speculation that we've seen now trading, I think largely overseas exchanges, but if we're in that $1,000 to $1,500 Chia range in the next month when pooling becomes available, you can run some numbers on what 10 terabytes does on a 20 exabyte Netspace. And if you're a part of a pool and it's running at about that, you're going to be making $30, $40, $50 a day farming Chia on an 18 terabyte hard drive. So,
yeah. The equivalent for Ethereum mining, you might have to spend $2,000 on a graphics card to earn $7 a day. So we'll just have to see. I'm really curious. What are your thoughts on the price? I know it's really early to assume, but there's not widespread adoption across different exchanges. Do you think that'll push the price down once more people can get it, or do you think it'll push it up?
I think it will actually push it up. I think that there is a lot of understated hype behind the coin. I think there's a lot of people kind of behind the scenes that are not talking about the project, that are looking to, maybe secure their bags before they start talking about it on Twitter when it's easy access. So I think, like any project, there's going to be hype at the beginning. It may immediately spike up for a few days or weeks, and then kind of taper off as everybody who kind of gets it in their bag is satisfied with the amount of Chia they have. There's also the aspect of there are going to be about 9,200 to 10,000 Chia created per day. Those are going to be globally, and I think a lot of people are treating this as Bitcoin mining, early Bitcoin mining 2.0. So I don't know how many of those are going to move, but there should be. I can definitely see Chia moving into that top 20, top 10 market cap area by the end of the year.
Yeah, I agree. What are your thoughts about the pre-mine, or I guess the pre-farm? And for those who are watching who don't know much about this, basically there was a significant number of Chia reserved for the Chia company for their different initiatives. There's a lot of concerned people that these coins will be dumped on exchanges really quickly. I don't think that's going to happen. That's not their intention, but just wanted to hear your thoughts about it. And also, where that stands up to the coins being farmed. Are the coins being farmed going to even out with those?
Yeah, definitely. It's very well thought out from their perspective. This is not proof of stake. Your coins don't have voting rights. It doesn't reflect how many coins are going to be able to be dedicated to the Chia network in the future. And I think an important part of this is that it's not like other pre-mines for other projects, and that this isn't just 21 million coins that are sent to the development team and they're now all billionaires and just going to go right off into the sunset. It's my understanding that they all own equity in the company, and the investors that had previously invested in Chia have convertible equity in the company for when they IPO. So this pre-farm is going to, or their strategic reserve is what the Chia network's going to use to derive their valuation for when they eventually IPO. So these aren't coins that are going to be dumped onto the market. They're not going to depress the price at all. Bram, the way they have their company set out, Bram and the founding members can't just take their bags and go dump them on the exchanges and run away with a couple $1 million. If you read the business white paper, they have a very strict set of rules for the pre-farm. A lot of that is, you need X amount of days. I think it's 90 days before any coins can be spent. There has to be majority outside board approval to spend any of the coins. They will be used early on as loans to market makers to add liquidity to the pool and give people a chance to get their hands on some Chia. But loaning is significantly different than actually selling the tokens or the Chia coins. And there will also be a segment of their business that's going to be loaning the coins to enterprises, businesses, and startups that can develop in Chia to increase adoption and teach people how to use Chia Lisp and develop real world applications for the development platform. So I think the pre-mine has a very negative connotation in a lot of projects, but it's my personal opinion that this is going to be just absolute rocket fuel to increase adoption.
Makes sense. Hey, I appreciate all of those thoughts. I brought you on just for a light conversation. I feel like I'm drilling you with questions, but your answers are just so good. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, keep it going. I got a couple more minutes before I got to drop to the next one, but
yeah, I'm curious. Mainly, I don't have any main large questions, but I'm just curious on what your plans are for the future of Chia Decentral, and also if there's any other cool partnerships or other projects out there that you want to shout out.
Yeah, I mean, just the Chia community, we've had so many cool projects pop up of just people that saw a void in what's available for, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum, and saw Chia as the next big project. We have what you've done with Coin Breakthrough, making very accessible how-to videos. We have our friends over at the Chia Forum. If you've spent any time in the Keybase in the last couple of days, that is getting stretched to its absolute end. And the Chia Forum is going to be a great knowledge center. It's acting as every forum without all the crap that comes along with Reddit. I mean, it's acting as a much better version of that, where you don't get all of the concern trolls rolling in talking about how Cardano's going to be way better. Why would you do this instead of proof of stake? So check out Chia Forum. They're doing a lot of awesome stuff. Freddie at Chia Explorer has one of the best and I think most strained block explorers out there today. I think there'll be some numbers of the number of hits they were getting, and it's wild, but he's doing an awesome job. Let's see, the Chia Forum guys, and I'm forgetting some people. So
I'm sure there's a lot of great resources out there. So I'll try to keep everyone on posted.
Yeah, and what we're doing at Chia Decentral, we're really going to ramp up our content to help increase adoption. We're going to bring some people on that can help from a technical and content side to help be a hub for developers and news and plotting and farming guides. And we're going to have some other pretty exciting stuff rolling out in the next couple of weeks to just drive adoption of Chia and build the community that we want to see.
Well, thank you so much. Do you have time for any questions, or you got to get going?
Yeah, if there's some questions, happy to answer them. I don't think I have them popping up. So
yeah, I'll throw out a couple, and I mean, a lot of these questions are very specific. So if it's something that we can't really get into in full detail, then maybe we'll just hold off for maybe another day. But a question I get a lot is around other hard drive based cryptocurrencies, whether that's Filecoin or Burstcoin. And they talked about this some on the live stream earlier today, but just wanted to get your initial thoughts on, what makes Chia different, and maybe give some people some confidence that it's not just a project that'll disappear in the next couple of years. Not that these other projects have, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think Bram gave a excellent overview it was even towards the beginning of the live stream today. So I recommend anybody go and check out his comments on the live stream. So if you're looking at Burst, that was definitely one of the, well, I don't know the entire history of all the proof of capacity coins, but seemed to be one of the bigger hard drive mining projects out there. And they ran into a lot of issues not having the kind of proof of space and time component to it. So you could basically fudge your space with a GPU and it just turned into another proof of work project. They had some issues with their development team, and I think, well, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think the fact that a GPU can give you an advantage, it in a way makes it a proof of work system, where stronger computing can give you higher rewards.
And then you look at Filecoin, and Filecoin is it's a very, very interesting project. And I think there's definitely going to be a use case for decentralized file storage. I just don't know, and we've seen these issues kind of pop up with certain websites getting taken down, and there's going to be a market for that. I just don't know enough about the actual project or the use case.
Yeah,
I know that they.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah. I was just going to say my thoughts, and I'm certainly not an expert either, is that Chia and things like Filecoin are ultimately trying to solve different problems. So I don't think it's one or the other. It's, they're two different project ideas.
Yeah. It's two different projects. Filecoin's trying to be decentralized storage. Chia is trying to be Bitcoin with a commodity good like hard drives and a better development language and developer smart contract platform than Ethereum. So that's Filecoin and Burst. Their similarities to Chia start and stop with hard drives, and the base functionality and the goals of the projects couldn't be more different.
Yeah, there's a question about plotting. If you're waiting for pools, with some of the updates on pooling, you might have to replot all your plots so far for solo farmers. And should we just wait, till pools are a thing, or should we just start creating plots?
So it's all personal, and it depends on your time horizon for the project. I've been kind of thinking about Chia actually as farming, not as mining. You can think of mining as backbreaking labor that you have to keep doing to go find your gold or burn a bunch of electricity to find Bitcoin, where farming is you kind of plant your seeds and you sit back and watch them grow. And the way that Chia is set up is that you can plot any hard drive space and you can farm that for the next 10 years. So you can do that solo. You may only win a Chia very sparingly, but it's all about your time horizon. If you want those daily rewards from a pool, then go ahead and wait. You can wait a month. We probably expect the Netspace would be, say we're at 4.5 exabytes in a month. The rewards that you're going to get from farming are going to be about a third of what they are now. But if you're just looking for steady income and steady farming rewards, then go ahead and wait for a pool. Join a pool, collect your daily rewards, and run your full node and contribute to the network.
And those are all really great thoughts. I think we covered all the big questions, and we're coming up to close to 30 minutes. So I won't keep you for any longer. I know you have a lot of stuff going on today. So thanks again, Kyle, for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll be doing something again in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. For everyone watching, be sure to check out Chia Decentral. They're pretty cool site. I mean, they're all right. No, thank you very much. Stay tuned for upcoming content, and we'll try to get you guys on here again sometime soon.
All right. Thanks, Caleb. Good luck.
See you, everyone.